In the heart of every historian, and deep in the souls of those who traverse the corridors of time, lies an inexhaustible longing for Andalusia, a land shrouded in the mystery of the ages, where the echoes of ancient civilization still whisper tales of glory and despair. It is a name that arouses a deep longing in the hearts of not only Muslim historians, but also those who seek to uncover the secrets of history. This deep longing for understanding was embodied in the words of a Spanish professor to his Egyptian student Hussein Munis some 75 years ago. The Spanish professor spoke of researchers in Andalusian history as those who love to cry over antiquities, a statement that transcends time, urging us to look beyond tears and see the greatness of Andalusia. But to understand the true essence of the civilization of Andalusia, which spanned 7 centuries, we delve deeper not only into a Muslim tragedy, but also into a human tragedy. Through the eyes of Western researchers, historians, and Orientalists, we begin a journey to capture fleeting images of a once vibrant civilization. Join us as we traverse the annals of time, exploring politics, economics, art, architecture, culture, and the life of minorities in Andalusia. Witness the splendor of Paradise Lost and contemplate its fall from grace. Welcome to Andalusia. What did it look like? Politics and Civilization in Andalusia. The insight of Gustave Le Bon. In the tapestry of history, few episodes have been as transformative as the Arab conquest of Spain. Gustave Le Bon, a luminary in the realms of psychology and sociology, also ventured deeply into the annals of history, offering profound insights into the Arab civilization through his seminal work, The World of Islamic Civilization. Le Bon encapsulates the essence of this pivotal era with piercing clarity. The Arabs, with unparalleled swiftness, swept through Spain, a testament to their strategic prowess and the openness of the major cities to embrace new rulers. Cordoba, Malaga, Granada, Toledo, names that resonate through history, not just as conquered cities, but as beacons of a burgeoning civilization. Le Bon observes how the Arabs didn't merely conquer, they elevated the policy of the land, refining the societal fabric of not only Spain, but also that of Syria and Egypt before it. Their approach was not of subjugation, but of integration and improvement. The newly introduced policies allowed the inhabitants to retain their wealth, their places of worship, and their legal systems. Justice was administered on their own, under the new governance that demanded only a modest tribute. A dinar for the free, and half for those enslaved, a policy accepted and adhered to by the Spaniards with little to no resistance. This narrative, drawn from the pages of Gustave Le Bon's scholarly work, paints a picture of a conquest that transcended mere territorial expansion. It was a confluence of cultures, a melding of civilizations that shaped the destiny of Spain and the broader Mediterranean world. Gustave Le Bon, a visionary French sociologist and historian, offered an astute observation on the transformative impact of Arab rule in Spain. His words encapsulate the profound influence the Arabs had on a land that, before their arrival, lay on the peripheries of the civilized world. Within the annals of history, the Arab conquest of Spain stands as a beacon of civilization's march. Gustave Le Bon marveled at the rapid metamorphosis of Spain under Arab stewardship. No sooner had the Arabs completed the conquest of Spain than they began carrying out the mission of civilization there, he noted. In less than a century, the Arabs not only revitalized the land, but also redefined Spain's architectural, commercial, and intellectual landscapes. They erected luxurious buildings, wove trade networks with distant lands, and laid the foundations for a scholarly tradition that would enlighten Europe. Their dedication to the sciences, literature, and the translation of Greek and Latin works fostered a renaissance of knowledge. Universities flourished, standing as solitary havens of culture in a Europe shrouded in darkness. Le Bon further reflected on the unique trajectory of Spain's civilization under Arab rule. Unlike other territories, Spain blossomed into a thriving civilization, a jewel of the Arab world. Yet, with the Arabs' expulsion, it spiraled into decline, underscoring the depth of their cultural and civilizational imprint. Through Gustave Le Bon's lens, we witness the unparalleled civilization brought by the Arabs to Spain, a legacy that, even in the face of subsequent decline, continues to echo through the ages. The Splendor of Andalusia. Insights from Pedro Chalmeta and Margarita Gomez. In the tapestry of medieval history, Andalusia emerges not just as a geopolitical entity, but as a symbol of cultural synthesis and enlightened governance. The observations of Spanish researchers Pedro Chalmeta and Margarita Gomez offer profound insights into this unique period. Pedro Chalmeta, a voice from the annals of Spanish academia, evokes a vivid imagery of Andalusia as perceived by the denizens of neighboring Christian kingdoms. To them, Andalusia was not merely a region, it was a piece of paradise and a land of return, a testament to its allure and the prosperity that flourished under Islamic rule. Margarita Gomez delves deeper, attributing the success of Andalusia to Islam's universal principles. Her analysis reveals how Islam fostered harmony and fusion between two opposing civilizations, leveraging its inherent tolerance, creativity, and experimental spirit. This confluence of virtues catalyzed an unprecedented ethnic and cultural integration, bridging the East and the West. Cordoba, under the caliphates of Abd al-Rahman III and al-Hakam II, emerged as the brightest jewel in Islam's crown, becoming the most civilized and politically vibrant capital in Europe during the 4th century AH and the 10th century AD. The legacy of Andalusia. Perspectives from Philip Hitti and Jawaharlal Nehru. Philip Hitti and Jawaharlal Nehru, two eminent scholars from distinct cultural backgrounds, converge in their admiration for the Arab contributions to the European Middle Ages through Andalusia. Their insights provide a fascinating lens into this golden era of cross-cultural fertilization. Philip Hitti, an American Orientalist of Lebanese origin, Hitti, in his seminal work, The Arabs, A Brief History, underscores Andalusia's pivotal role in shaping the intellectual landscape of the European Middle Ages. He remarks, Andalusia wrote a wonderful chapter in the intellectual history of the European Middle Ages. The Arab peoples were at the forefront of carrying the torch of culture and civilization. Through their endeavors, the ancient sciences and philosophies were not only revived in Europe, but also expanded upon, laying the groundwork for the Renaissance. Jawaharlal Nehru, the esteemed Indian leader, in his comprehensive narrative, Glimpses of World History, reflects on the 700-year Arab rule over Spain with high regard. Nehru highlights the sophisticated Arab culture and its significant impact, noting, "The Arabs' rule is something that calls for admiration." He specifically lauds the Kingdom of Cordoba as the pride of the Middle Ages, which became a beacon of science and civilization during a time when the Western world was ensnared in ignorance and brutality. Andalusia's economy, a testament to prosperity and influence. The economic foundations and the cultural zenith of Andalusia during the Middle Ages paint a vivid picture of a civilization far advanced for its time, as noted by researchers Pedro Chalmeta and John Brandt-Trend. Self-sufficiency and support. Pedro Chalmeta emphasizes the remarkable self-sufficiency and economic prosperity of Andalusia. The region's economy, flourishing for 3 centuries, was not only self-sustaining, but also pivotal in supporting the northern Christian states, inadvertently fostering the growth of what Chalmeta describes as a parasitic and foreign social group. This era, particularly around 400 AH, 1009 AD, and extending for an additional 75 years, stands as undeniable evidence of Andalusia's economic strength and its crucial role in the broader socio-political landscape of the Iberian Peninsula. A beacon for tourism and services. John Brandt-Trend draws attention to Cordoba's exceptional status in the 10th century, likening its allure and prestige to that of Venice for the Balkan countries. Cordoba's 70 libraries and 900 public bathrooms underscore not only the city's commitment to education and public welfare, but also its sophisticated infrastructure. The fact that the rulers of Leon, Navarre, or Barcelona would seek Cordoba's expertise for services ranging from surgery to music further underscores the city's unparalleled cultural and intellectual influence in Europe. These insights reveal Andalusia, particularly Cordoba, as not just a political or military power, but as a beacon of economic stability, cultural prosperity, and intellectual advancement. Its legacy, marked by periods of remarkable self-sufficiency and vibrant urban life that attracted tourists and scholars alike, continues to inspire admiration and study for its significant contributions to the fabric of medieval European history. Agricultural revolution and industrial innovation in Andalusia. The transformative impact of the Arabs on the Iberian Peninsula is vividly captured by Spanish researchers Exploración García Sánchez and Margarita Gómez through their respective studies on agriculture and industry during the Islamic period in Spain. Exploración García Sánchez highlights the agricultural renaissance triggered by the Arab arrival in her work, Agriculture in Muslim Spain. She notes, "The arrival of the Arabs marked the beginning of the deepest and greatest development of agriculture in this region." Under the Visigothic rule, the Iberian Peninsula had languished in agronomic stagnation. The infusion of Arab agricultural techniques, crop diversification, and irrigation practices catalyzed an unprecedented era of prosperity and productivity in the region. Margarita Gómez delves into the industrial advancements in her book, Islamic Civilization in Al-Andalus, A Final Assessment. She elucidates, "The Muslims engaged in the production of silk and paper, a revolution in the prosperity of the industrial economy. The introduction of silk and paper production not only enhanced the economic landscape, but also fostered a culture of sophistication and luxury. The enduring legacy of these industries is manifested in the exquisite silk fabrics and illuminated manuscripts that continue to be treasured in museums, akin to jewels and precious stones." These scholarly accounts underscore the profound and lasting contributions of Muslim Spain to agricultural development and industrial innovation. The Arabs not only revitalized the Iberian economy, but also laid the groundwork for future advancements in Europe, marking a significant chapter in the history of Western civilization. Influence of Islamic civilization on art and architecture in Andalusia. The Islamic civilization's contributions to art and architecture are profoundly encapsulated in the statements of researchers William J. Dwiker, Robert Hillenbrand, and Margarita Gómez. Their observations illuminate the enduring legacy of Islamic aesthetics and innovation in Andalusia. William J. Dwiker marvels at the Alhambra Palace in Granada, a testament to Islamic artistry, stating, "A work of such delicacy and magnificence could not have been produced by any civilization other than the Islamic civilization." This highlights the unique architectural elements and intricate designs characteristic of Islamic art, which the Alhambra epitomizes. Robert Hillenbrand expresses gratification over the preservation of the Mosque of Cordoba, regarding it as a pivotal relic of Andalusia's golden age. He notes, "Cordoba was able to save one of the most important relics of its golden age, which is its great mosque." The mosque is celebrated not only for its architectural grandeur, but also as a symbol of Andalusia's rich history and aspirations, significantly influencing Western Islamic architecture. Margarita Gómez sheds light on the Islamic influence in the ceramic industry, particularly in Granada and Malaga. She points out, Muslim artists left a legacy of traditions in the ceramic industry, with Malaga being renowned for its production of glaze, golden ceramics. Furthermore, the cultural exchange extended to art, where the Kufic script was imitated in the embroidery of Christian kings' ceremonial clothing, underlining the deep cultural interweaving between Islamic and Christian traditions. These insights underscore the profound impact of Islamic civilization on the development of art and architecture in Andalusia. The Alhambra Palace and the Mosque of Cordoba stand as monumental tributes to Islamic architectural genius, while the legacy in ceramics and the cultural exchange through art highlight the broader influence of Islamic aesthetics across different mediums, enriching the cultural fabric of Andalusia. Cultural fusion in medieval Spain. Insights from Americo Castro and Thomas Arnold. The profound impact of Islamic civilization on the cultural landscape of medieval Spain is meticulously documented by Americo Castro and Thomas Arnold, offering a vivid portrayal of the interweaving of Christian, Muslim, and Jewish traditions. Americo Castro, in his seminal work, The Structure of Spanish History, Americo Castro highlights the enduring Islamic influence evident in the majestic monuments of Cordoba, Granada, Seville, Toledo, and elsewhere. The introduction of the Arabic language into the Spanish language, along with thousands of words and terms, where 25% of the Spanish language vocabulary still in use today is of Arabic origin, attests to this deep cultural interconnectedness. Furthermore, Castro points to the great inspiration drawn from Arabic sources in literature and the adaptation of Eastern tales to Christian Spain and Europe, emphasizing the inextricable connection between Spanish identity and 9 centuries of Muslim-Christian coexistence. Thomas Arnold reflects on the social dynamics in his book, The Preaching of Islam, noting the policy of religious tolerance practiced by the Islamic government towards its Christian subjects. This approach fostered harmony, leading to increased intermarriage and the adoption of Arabic names among Christians. Arnold observes how Christians not only adopted Islamic customs in food and drink, but also embraced practices such as circumcision, underscoring the profound mutual influence between Muslims and Christians in Spain. These scholarly works illuminate the intricate tapestry of cultural exchange in medieval Spain, where Islamic, Christian, and Jewish influences melded to create a unique civilization marked by tolerance, coexistence, and shared heritage. The legacy of this period continues to resonate, showcasing the capacity for diverse cultures to enrich one another. Harmony among minorities in Islamic Spain. Perspectives from Karen Armstrong and Sigrid Hunke. The coexistence and mutual respect among Muslims, Christians, and Jews in Islamic Spain are highlighted by the works of Karen Armstrong and Sigrid Hunke, offering a glimpse into a period of unparalleled tolerance and cultural prosperity. Karen Armstrong, in Biography of the Prophet, emphasizes the harmonious relations between Muslims and Christians, alongside the complete religious freedom afforded to both Christians and Jews throughout the Islamic Empire. Armstrong notes that the populace of Spain took pride in their belonging to an advanced culture that was significantly ahead of its European counterparts, referring to the Christians who lived under Islamic rule as Mozarabs, signifying their integration and adoption of Arabic culture while maintaining their own religious identities. Sigrid Hunke, in her book Allah's Son over the West, Our Arabic Heritage, praises the overwhelming tolerance of the Arab civilization, which fostered a thriving and prosperous society in Arab Spain. This environment starkly contrasted with the persecution experienced during the Visigothic era, as Hunke points out. The Arab approach to tolerance allowed for a rich exchange of ideas and intellectual diversity, leading to a society characterized by sublime harmony and complete harmony. These observations underline the significant impact of Islamic governance in Spain, which championed religious freedom and intellectual exchange, setting a historical precedent for tolerance and cultural synthesis. The legacy of this period serves as a testament to the possibilities of peaceful coexistence and mutual respect among diverse communities. The cultural and moral influence of Islam in Spain. Insights from Thomas Arnold. Thomas Arnold, in his seminal work, The Preaching of Islam, provides a profound analysis of the transformative impact of Islam on the converted Christians of Spain. His observations shed light on the depth of the cultural, intellectual, and moral influence exerted by Islamic civilization during its rule. Arnold notes the enchantment and captivation of the converted Christians with the rich tapestry of Islamic culture, from its poetry and philosophy to its art. These elements did not just appeal to their aesthetic sensibilities, but also deeply influenced their intellectual and spiritual lives. The high Arab chivalry, as Arnold points out, offered a broad canvas for showcasing their contributions, reflecting the noble intentions and generous character inherent in this chivalric code. Furthermore, Arnold emphasizes the exemplary chivalry displayed by the Arabs through their great tolerance. This tolerance was manifested in their merciful conduct towards the weak, kindness towards the conquered, and a general upholding of noble conditions. This chivalrous behavior underscored a significant departure from religious persecution, marking the history of Spain under Islamic rule as a period distinguished by its commitment to religious freedom and interfaith harmony. Through Arnold's analysis, it becomes clear that the Islamic period in Spain was not just a time of political dominion, but also a golden era of cultural exchange, moral elevation, and intellectual enlightenment that left an indelible mark on the converted Christians and the broader Spanish society. Gustave Le Bon, a renowned scholar, presents a thought-provoking hypothetical scenario regarding the Arab conquests in Europe, specifically the potential for Muslim rule to extend into Paris. His reflection suggests a profound contemplation on the transformative impacts of Islamic governance as observed in Spain, a land where Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisted with a notable degree of harmony and mutual respect during the Islamic period. Le Bon speculates on the cultural and civilizational benefits that might have been bestowed upon Europe had the Arab conquests progressed further into the continent. He contrasts the potential influence of Islamic rule with the turbulent periods in European history characterized by religious wars, the Inquisition, and other forms of social and political strife. Through this comparison, Le Bon implies that the presence of Islamic civilization in Europe could have led to an alternative historical trajectory, potentially sparing Europe from some of its darkest chapters by introducing the principles of tolerance, scholarly pursuit, and cultural flourishing that were hallmarks of the Islamic Golden Age. This contemplation serves as a testament to the profound respect Le Bon holds for the cultural and scientific advancements achieved under Islamic rule in Spain, and his musings invite readers to consider the complex interplay of historical events that have shaped the world as we know it today. Le Bon's reflections underscore the importance of acknowledging the diverse contributions of Islamic civilization to the global heritage, challenging narratives that have historically minimized these influences. His perspective offers a unique lens through which to view the shared history of humanity, emphasizing the potential for cross-cultural exchange and mutual enrichment in the forging of a more inclusive and harmonious world. Comparative perspectives on religious tolerance and persecution. The historical narratives provided by Ronald Bodley, Bernard Lewis, and Vasily Bartold offer insightful comparisons on the treatment of religious minorities under Muslim and Christian rule in historical contexts. Ronald Bodley emphasizes the respect and tolerance Muslims showed towards Christians during their rule in Spain from the 8th to the 15th century. Bodley points out that this period of Islamic tolerance was starkly contrasted by the onset of religious persecution once Christians regained control, highlighting a significant shift from tolerance to intolerance. Bernard Lewis contrasts the aftermath of Ottoman rule in Europe with the situation in Spain and Sicily. According to Lewis, Christian nations under Ottoman rule retained their cultural and religious identities and were able to resume their national existence after the Ottomans. This preservation of identities starkly contrasts with Spain and Sicily, where the Muslim and Arabic-speaking populations were effectively erased following the Reconquest and Christian dominance. Vasily Bartold reflects on the treatment of Christians under Muslim rule, stating that they did not suffer from the same level of injustice and aggression that Muslims experienced in Spain post-Reconquista. Bartold's observation underscores a historical continuity of Islamic tolerance towards Christians, contrasting with the harsh treatment meted out to Muslims under Christian rule. These perspectives collectively underline the nuanced and complex nature of historical religious coexistence and conflict. They suggest that under Islamic governance, there was a notable degree of religious freedom and tolerance, which significantly diminished or reversed under Christian rule, especially in reconquered territories like Spain. This comparison serves as a reflection on the shifting dynamics of power and tolerance throughout history, offering lessons on the importance of understanding and respect among diverse religious communities. As we traverse the intricate passageways of history within historical corridors, we've journeyed across time to uncover the profound legacies of coexistence and the shadows of intolerance that have shaped our world. The stories of Andalusia, the echoes of Islamic Spain, and the narratives of religious tolerance and persecution offer us more than just lessons from the past. They invite us to reflect on the principles that govern our present and future. As we conclude this journey through historical corridors, let us not view history merely as a mirror reflecting the past, but as a beacon guiding us toward a more enlightened, tolerant, and united future. Together, let us build corridors not just of history, but of hope, understanding, and shared humanity. Subscribe, share, and join us as we continue to explore the corridors of history, uncovering the stories that unite us, challenge us, and inspire us to be the architects of a better world. Thank you for journeying with us. Stay curious, stay informed, and let the corridors of history lead you to the pathways of understanding and peace. Historical corridors, illuminating the past, inspiring the future.